I'm really excited to make this video. I have been waiting a long time to see exactly how Shopify was going to allow us to implement and connect our stores to the AI agents and how all that was going to work. And yesterday, Shopify has announced that it's going to be implemented on January 26th. It's going to be automatic. You can choose to opt out, but everybody has access to this, which is great news for all of us. And there's going to be very little that we need to do to make sure that our store is visible in a clear and direct way, so you improve your chances of being found. Shopify has 3 suggestions of what we can do to prepare, and I'm going to focus on the last 2. The first one is very simple. It's about frequently asked questions. And this is going to be done in the form of an app that's going to structure information about your store that's already in your store into short, direct, and clear questions and answer format. The second suggestion is to just use the default listing to make sure that these agents are understanding what the products are. And it sounds complicated, but it's very simple. It's basically, we're going to make sure that the categories that Shopify has assigned to our products are accurate, and that's basically all you need to do. The best way for us to go over what all this means for you is to show you one of my stores and then how you can implement these suggestions on your own stores. So the first one we're going to take a look at is the app. So the app is called Shopify Knowledge Base. It has this little light bulb, and you should just install this app in your store. It's made by Shopify and it's free. I always love their apps because they're free. And this is what the app looks like. I have downloaded it, installed it, but I didn't really do anything yet. This is what it already determined or read from my store, and it already created some questions and answers with information that was already there. I suggest you come here and just verify that this is accurate, and then answer these suggested questions. So these are low-hanging fruit. Just go over these, make sure they're accurate. Now you want to go a little deeper and get ahead of the game. Add your own frequently asked questions. This is anything and everything about your products. If you have a buyer's guide, go over your buyer's guide and make sure that information about your product this information that customers need to make a buying decision is in the format of a short question and answer. Make it short, clear, and direct. This is what's going to work best. Whatever is easy for humans to read, it's easy for AI to read and understand. Increase our chances of being found. So definitely take a look at this, and you don't have to do a million questions at a time, but definitely what I'm going to do is just commit to adding 3 or 4 new questions every day for 10 days so that I can be faster than whoever's not paying attention to this. The second thing that I wanted to address in this video is the default listing. So if you click on this, you're going to be taken to this page, and it's just taking a minute to load. So basically, Shopify is telling you here what sources of information from your store are going to be visible by the agents. And basically, it's very simple: the product title, description, and the product category. And the product category is what I'm going to focus on because we might not have paid attention to this in the past. I certainly did not, but I'm going to definitely pay attention to it now. There's an option for additional grouping. If you have variants in your store, you don't need this. If you have a more complicated setup that it doesn't involve variants like I do here, because there are just too many variants for each vanity, then you can get in touch with me and we can go over these details. But if you uploaded using best practices and your products are well organized, then you don't need to worry about this. Now, let me go to the back of one of my products to show you how to make sure that your categories are accurate, because it's not that new, but it's new enough that when I uploaded a lot of these products, it didn't exist. So I'd have to go back and take a look. So let me just grab any product here. If you look at these at the back of a product page, you have all of these fields. So the title and description is what we were talking about, that is going to be visible to the AI agents. And every store has, this standard product type, vendor, a price code and everything. And one of the fields that is in the back of your store is a category. So the category is a little bit different than the product type. The product type I invented. I defined this as a vanity. And then the category initially was created to try to standardize the product types or the categories. And they initially used that for sales tax calculation, but now it's become a little bit more important since it's going to be the basis of our search. So the advancement of this means that now Shopify knows that this is a bathroom vanity. And ever since I determined that this was a bathroom vanity from their catalog, it now is even more nuanced and knows it's a double sink bathroom vanity. So everything that is purple in your Shopify is Shopify AI. I'm just going to accept this suggestion and save. And based on this suggestion, then there are additional information, which is called product meta fields it's called category meta fields that you can add to your product. This is optional, not urgent, but this is something you should think about adding. A lot of the information is going to be suggested by AI, but you should definitely take a look at this. If you have a lot of products, definitely focus on making sure your category is correct, because the automated suggestion might have made a mistake. That's it. Make sure this is correct. If there's an AI suggestion, make sure you accept it or pick your own suggestion. And if you don't have a lot of products, you can start looking at these meta fields, because that's the next step of defining a more nuanced facet or attribute of your product. This is it. This is all that is. So your title, description, and category will be used for AI to search and find your products. Now, if you have a lot of products, you can get in touch with me and I can make a special video for bulk editing. But just quickly, if you go to your products and highlight them, you can click on bulk edit, and then on the columns tab here, you can find everything that you want to change. So for example, the product category and the category meta fields are all going to be here. You can check and uncheck, and then you can edit things in a way that looks like an Excel spreadsheet and drag things down. The name of this vendor is wrong. If you drag it down, it fixes, and then you can save. So if you want more about this, I can make a detailed video. I just don't want to bore everybody that has a manageable amount of products, that they can just take a quick look and make sure that everything is correct. Let me know if you have any questions about this. Let's start a conversation and watch as this evolves. And I can't wait to see what the sales channel of the AI agents is going to look like in Shopify.